This is a very special occasion. It is really the beginning of our neighborhood stabilization program and what it does in the community. This particular program on this particular house is a house where someone is being restored to a home. Someone who's going to have another opportunity to have a nice, safe, sanitary home in a community that's growing and developing, and we would prefer it that way than to have a dilapidated house sitting here deteriorating. So this program is a great program throughout the community. The partners that we have are Bay Area Women's Coalition, Housing First, Restore Mobile, and Mobile Community Action will be doing this throughout the community. And I'm also pleased to know that Pritchard will be doing the same thing in their area. So it should complement our entire community. The community is all bound together. One street separates the community. So we'd like to see this take place throughout our entire area. And this gives us an opportunity to do that. This particular program is one that we think is very timely for our community. We want to remove all of the vacant houses in our community, all of the blighted homes in our community, because they do not contribute to the positive aspect of the community. In fact, they detract from the community. And that's why this program is so important and so great for our city as a whole. Let me thank all the partners who work with these programs, the banks, the developers, the realtors, everyone who's been involved here, the contractor who's done a beautiful job on this particular house, and all of those agencies that's been involved with the program. I would hope that we'll see many, many more of these throughout this community and other communities in our city, so we can restore our community the way that they should be and give people another opportunity to home ownership and help families develop their homes and their community as a whole. A special thanks to the Bay Area Women's Coalition for this project, as well as the other projects you've been involved in and all the things that you've done for the Trinity Garden community. There is a change in this community. Yeah. There's a new feeling in this community. There's a new spirit in this community, and it's all because of projects like this. So thank you so much for what you're doing. Let me now introduce to you the person who represents this portion of our city and who represents this district, our Vice President of the City Council, Fred Richardson.
Good morning to everybody. For those of you that's not familiar with Trinity Gardens, I'd just like for you to look around. I want you to look southward and northward and tell me if you see one piece of paper. Not two, one. You are in God's country, the Holy Land of Trinity Gardens. And this, I would say that this is one of the most progressive communities in the city of Mobile. It's the model community. It's pointing the way for other communities. When I came on board, I set out to create a CDC, a Community Development Corporation, in District 1. Those new houses up there, the new subdivision up there, as you saw as you came in, was built by MLK Redevelopment Corporation. They operate off Martin Luther King. We had to borrow them to come out here. So no longer am I going to borrow anybody. I want my own CDC in the neighborhood. And I got with Lavanas and the Bay Area Women's. They have their own Community Development Corporation. They can access federal funds. They have built a number of houses throughout this community. They are restoring, building, doing the whole thing. I think we need to give the Bay Area Women a hand for what they've done in this community. If you look at the face of this program, you will see a bird. And at the top of the bird, you see the word phoenix. The phoenix bird is an African bird. Legend has it that this bird lives about 4,000 years, and it goes down in flame every 4,000 years. And just when they get ready to count this bird out, this bird recreates itself from the ashes, rise up and fly to yonder's heights. Today we have a house that had gone down into the ashes, and like this phoenix bird, this house has recreated itself and ready for its owner to soar on to yonder's heights.